What's going on, y'all? I told myself I was going to try not to make videos on the fly anymore, but sometimes you just get a thought and you don't want to take the time to set everything up perfectly. You just need to get your ideas and your feelings out into the world. But I just want to encourage you to stop overthinking, man. Stop worrying about what everybody else is going to think about what you do, about what you say. I'm not saying be irrational. I'm not saying not to operate from a place of morality and ethics and all of that, right? Make wise decisions, but don't be so stifled by the thought of everybody else's opinion of what you're going to do or going to say to the point where you don't even have a perspective or a point of view that came from your free thought, right? Throughout the day, we have 1,000,001 thoughts. And a lot of times we suppress those thoughts. We suppress those ideas, those things we aspire to do, the actions we plan to take. We have so many things that pop into our minds in terms of aspirations, things that help us work towards becoming the person that we imagine. But oftentimes we shoot ourselves down. We think about all the things that stand in the way between us and this perfect version of ourselves, so much so to the point that we would much rather not even try. And I find myself being in that predicament. Today's July 24th, 2025. And the only reason I say the dates in my videos is because I know one of these dates I'm going to say is going to be the actual date that kickstarts the beginning of me becoming the best version of myself, that kickstarts the journey of me working towards actually becoming the higher version of myself, and not just saying I'm going to do it, but actually not worrying about anything else other than how I feel and what I believe is going to help me pursue becoming the version of myself that I want to become, right? There's so much noise every single day in the world. Social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, X. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a perspective, and everybody is trying to sell you their version of what right is. And your spirit is telling you what right is, right? Sorry if it got dark. My key light just died, but that's neither here nor there. Everybody's trying to tell you why they're right, and they're trying to sell you on their version of right. And they could be as wrong as anything. But a lot of times they're confident enough to project their opinions and viewpoints from a perspective of belief, and sometimes with actions to support it. No matter what we feel about it, no matter what we think about it, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to have a perspective. You are entitled to have a perspective. I am entitled to have a perspective, but it's becoming increasingly harder to formulate a point of view that comes from your own mind because we are so distracted on a day-to-day basis. We have so much noise getting in the way from the one true voice that we need to be listening to and the one that we need to be expressing, and that's our own. And I get so frustrated with myself because I know I'm destined for so much more than what I'm doing now. And a lot of times I find myself in a rut. I find my wheels spinning because I'm trying to be this perfect version of something that I don't even know what I'm supposed to be yet, because I haven't leaned far enough into any particular thing to say, this is what I want from my life. I have a vision for what I want, but once I get through doing all the research and trying to figure out all the perfect ways to execute on the vision, I'm too exhausted to execute on the vision. I just want to lay down, watch TV, play video games, take a nap, go to sleep, and then wake up and repeat this same cycle that I've been living for too long now, which is go to sleep way too late, eat way too little throughout the day, give the best version of myself to my employer and everybody else, and neglect the time that I need to invest in growing myself so that I don't stay stagnant. It's possible to be blessed, and it's possible to have status but be stagnant. But that's our responsibility to fix. It's your responsibility to fix. You know, I think about the things we do on a day-to-day basis. If some part of that is not edifying you, and when I say edify, I mean growing you in the direction that you want to grow, helping you become the person that you want to be, not staying the same. If whatever you're doing every day doesn't help you move forward in life in some capacity, skill set wise, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever, it doesn't require as much of an investment of your energy. Doesn't require as much of an investment of my energy. And this is the trap we fall into when we rely on things, when we're beholden to things, when we haven't created systems and channels for ourselves to help sustain ourselves, to help provide for ourselves, to help create income for ourselves, to help love ourselves, to help build our minds ourselves. When we haven't put the structure in place, we are at the mercy of anything and everybody. And that's how the world wants you to stay. But you don't have to stay that way. You just need to be fed up enough to the point where you can't do this anymore. It's either do something more or die. And I'm not saying do anything irrational, but independent of doing something irrational, doing nothing and staying the same when you know that there's more you could be doing is equivalent to killing yourself. You're just dying a slow death, doing the same things every day, living a life unfulfilled, living a life controlled without control of your direction, without control of fulfillment, without control of leaning into your mission and finding your purpose. You're just here to serve others. And while we are here to serve others, you must serve yourself first. You must find your own voice. You must find your own perspective so that you can help others and help other people find themselves in this crazy, crazy world that's getting crazier by the day. My encouragement to you, yes, you, I'm talking to you. Looking at myself, block out all the noise. Follow your heart. Follow that instinct in your gut that says do, take action. Stop spinning your wheels. Stop overthinking. Stop believing that everybody else's perspective holds more weight than the voice and the perspective you have brewing inside of your soul. Follow your heart, man. Let me go in here, get a shower, eat some dinner, and get to bed, and hope that July 24th, 2025 is the first day of the rest of my next life. Maybe I've reached a breaking point. Maybe I've stopped caring, but stop caring in the best way, because I want to care more about that which actually matters and not that which keeps me where I am currently at. If you are unhappy with your position in life at this moment, do something about it. You don't need a book. You don't need more videos. You don't need more self-help content. You need to follow the voice inside of your soul that God gave you. Love y'all. Be blessed.